Hey gang, today I have some big news for you Disney collectors. The beloved Lakeland Antique Mall is officially closed. But don't worry, there is a new hidden gem just 30 minutes from Disney World. Welcome to Recycling the Magic, a brand new Disney vintage and antique store packed with rare props, collectibles, and pieces of Disney history. And today we are going to take a tour of this brand new magical shop and see what treasures they have inside. So come along.
It's based off our name.
Now, I have taken you guys to the Lakeland Antique Mall before, and it is not closed forever. They are just closed temporarily until they find a new location. But one of the vendors who used to work with Lakeland Antique Mall has decided to stay open in the meantime, and they have opened up a brand new location right next to my hometown in Winter Garden. It's in Oakland, Florida. But basically, if you've been to Winter Garden, Oakland and Winter Garden are right next to each other and only about 30 minutes from Disney World. So a much better drive than what the Lakeland Antique Mall used to be. It sometimes could take up to an hour and a half to get to Lakeland because of the I-4 traffic. So if you are here on vacay, you're definitely going to want to stop at Recycling the Magic. But I cannot wait to go inside here and check out all of this recycled magic. Let's head inside. Now, this new shop is definitely in a very unassuming location right off of Highway 50, but they do have some balloons up you can spot from the highway for their grand opening, and it's time to head inside. I'm so excited. And you know you've arrived to the right door when you see the little Magic Kingdom plaque on the door. And I genuinely do not even know where to begin, you guys. This store is definitely recycled magic, and it is all the magic that my heart can desire. As soon as I walked in here, I am noticing that they have an old Splash Mountain ride vehicle here. I don't believe it's for sale. They're using it as a display item, but just to get to see that here with the little Brer Rabbit on the front is kind of blowing my mind. And then right above it is actually old golden horseshoe dancer outfits. They used to have a little show that would go on while you dined in there, and I wish I would have got to see it. It was probably such a cool little entertainment. And right below the dresses, these are all kind of like duvet covers from different resorts, which I think is so cool. Saratoga, Animal Kingdom Lodge, even Art of Animation. They have the little cozy cone cover. They also have some character costumes that are displayed right here. Some Chip 'n Dale hands, a little Tiggerfoot, but this is the one I really love down here. It's like Pluto's collar. Check that thing out. I'm seeing a Town Square Taylor window. So this window used to be displayed right in Magic Kingdom. You can see it right there. That is so cool. It was Taylor's to the President's Bob Phelps prop department, and this will run you a cool $5,000 to have this sort of Magic Kingdom history in your home. I feel like this is a very deep cut hat. I did not even know they made Rivers of Light merch. That used to be the show that was in the theater at Animal Kingdom. This is the first merch I'm seeing of it. It's a show that's no longer here, so this is definitely a relic. And I'm not sure what this voting box was used for, but they're calling it a princess voting box, and it has all the princesses' names, which is funny that they're counting Wendy and Alice and Mary Poppins as a princess as well. But I guess you used to be able to vote which one was your favorite, and you guys know my favorite, my girl. She's the OG, Snow White. The lovely owners informed me that this was in Magic Kingdom, and you could vote who your favorite princess was, and they said that that princess was then going to be in the day parade. Even though I think it was kind of a rouge, they already had it planned out, but it was a fun little interactive thing for guests to do. Check out this old Camp Minnie and Mickey sign they have going for here. It is heavy. It's a hefty metal sign, so in case you don't know what Camp Minnie and Mickey is, it is where Avatar Land, you know, Pandora used to be in Animal Kingdom. It was a fun little like kind of kid land, but you can get a little memory of it right here. And they actually have so much Snow White stuff here. I kind of want to go through all of that since we just mentioned her. This is one of the apples that were used as a prop over in Disneyland Adventure. It doesn't quite look red, which is what you would think, but I think because it's like a neon glow dark ride, they kind of give it like a neon orange look. It's kind of hard to show you because of the glare, and she is behind glass because she is very, very special. Not only is she a Snow White doll, she is a Snow White doll that is signed by Walt Disney. You can see her little dress on her leg is up a little bit, and on her little leg you can see Walt Disney's signature right there. And check this out. They have all the dollars that your heart could desire. If you are looking to get your hand on a little Disney dollar, they are right here, and you can get a dollar for $24.95, but they still work at the parks. You can bring them in the parks, but I wouldn't do it. I would save it, make it part of your collection. And by the Disney dollars, of course, you know, they have pins galore as well. They are very well cared for. They're all in these little books you can flip through, all on this table, all pins, as well as some extra buttons and pins on this little center cap. I don't feel like this is a bad price at all. It is a grand Floridian chair. It even has like a little hidden Mickey on it, and it's only going for $145. I think that with a little love and a little scrub, this thing would be in perfect shape. You might recognize this Tomorrowland Starjet because they had this over at the Lakeland Antique Mall and finally brought it over to their new location. You can see right here, it was a Magic Kingdom Tomorrowland Starjet, and it's very, very cool. It's really in great condition as well, and now Donald and Minnie are enjoying the Starjet. I also love that a lot of their display items are on an item that is absolutely amazing. Like they have some lanyards on top of this Storybook Circus trash can. Like what in the world? That is so cool. And then right above the register here, they have a 1930s Mickey as well as a Donald. It was like right when Donald came out that this was created. They also have a vintage Walt Disney World map. So this is kind of what they thought Walt Disney World was going to look like and how connected it was going to be. Obviously, it ended up being very, very different, but it's cool to see the original look here. And below the register, they have some pretty cool stuff as well. I love checking out Disney watches. This is like a 25th Walt Disney World watch. This one I think is really neat though. It is a 1994 60th anniversary of Donald Duck watch. And there's some cool Aerosmith rock and roller coaster memorabilia right here. But below it is something very interesting, and I talked to the owners. They're not even quite sure what it is. They just recently got it in the shop. They think it might have been like one of the little TV areas you would see in resorts where kids can sit at, you know, or maybe at a DVC club or something like that. But if you guys have seen this before, leave in the comments below if you know what it is or if you think you know what it is. It's kind of interesting, right? And down the hallway, they have tons of prints available here, but this is really, really cool. I want to point out, do you guys see this 100 years of magic at Walt Disney World? This is a monorail cling. So it like went on the side of the monorail when they were celebrating their 100 years with the sorcerer hat. And of course, even their bathroom has a little bit of magic. Let's check it out, see what's, oh, hey, I don't mind going to the bathroom, you know, with Jack Sparrow next to me. Why not? Why not? Oh, look at some of these with the Main Street Band. And this is a 1950s advertisement where Walt Disney's Productions basically partnered with Pard beef flavor dog food. So is that them finally admitting that Goofy is a dog? I mean, why would he be partnering with them? But yeah, this is really cool from the 1950s. Oh, I think that this room is gonna be good. Oh, they even have a World of Disney rug right here. This is so, so beautiful. So this was a part of the 35th anniversary at Walt Disney World, and this is one of Cinderella's court dresses. You can see right down here from 1990. That is so crazy, so beautiful. I can definitely see myself twirling in this beautiful dress. And then they even have the guys version right over here. That was a part of it. And this is all the Snow White I was talking about. I mean, just the amount of Snow White lamps that they have in here. This one's for special sale right now. I mean, that is just so cool. Some dwarf lamps. Even some old tins. These guys are cool. They're like little sand timers. Wow. What is this? 7 Doors shooting camp? Is it like a little shooting game or something? That's really, really interesting. And I love old little figurines like this. I have a couple of Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs, even little dopey bookends. Do you see those back there? And this is a dopey marionette. I don't know if I want to bring him home with me. That might give me a little bit of nightmares, but this I do want to bring home with me. This is the Walt Disney World park used prop for when we had Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs ride. I love the woodwork on this, as well as how good the color has stayed on this. And this is such unique merch. Check this out. It's a Snow White and 7 Dwarfs like rust-proof kitchen set. So when she would always make food for them in the movies, this is kind of what they were marketing to kids, that you could buy and kind of have your own little Snow White kitchen. Since Snow White was Disney's first full-length animated film, I think they really just came with the merch. They started like making everything. Of course, now Mickey was first, but I feel like Snow White really brought out their entrepreneur side, and so they just have such unique little like merch finds. But right here is another important Snow White item, and that's because it also has a Walt Disney signature right on it there. It says best wishes, Walt Disney. This one is definitely going to cost you. This is going for about $23,000. The reason why this is that price point is it's not just a print, it's an actual cell from the Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs animation. So to have that and a Walt Disney signature all in one art piece, I think that that is pretty dang special. You guys know I am terrified of dinosaurs and the dinosaur ride, but these things are so cool, I have to show you. So these were the very first sculptures that were a part of Countdown to Extinction. So Countdown to Extinction was the very first name before they changed the name to Dinosaur, and so you can see some of what the Imagineers created here and anticipation for the ride. And then these drums up here were actually used in Disney movies. So this really, really elaborate one was used in Bed Knobs and Broomsticks, one of my favorites. And then this was used in a little bit more recent movie, The Alamo. And they definitely have some old Mickey toys in here as well. Things I don't even know if I've seen before, you guys. Pull along toys where Mickey drums, wooden. These are like very, very old classic Disney toys. They got a Mickey Mouse clubhouse drum, even a little like Mouseketeer typewriter and top down here. And there really is just multiple rooms here you can come and check out. It's definitely not as big as the Lakeland Antique Mall, but I kind of like that. I don't feel so overwhelmed because there's just so much stuff to look at. Like this hitchhiking ghost, what is this from? I would definitely be buying these if I already didn't have these a part of my collection because I love them so much. These are the Disney MGM Studios Osborne Family Spectacle of Light glasses. You would put these on and walk through the spectacle of lights and you would be able to see all sorts of kind of like fun, like Christmassy icons through your eyes, but I do have these already and they're only going for $3.95 each here. Some more rock and roller coaster stuff here, from a shirt to even a cool little jacket. I would love this jacket actually, it's very neat. Even an old rock and roller coaster fast pass. Man, do I miss these. I used to love being able to run, get my fast pass, wait for my time and get on the ride. And they have like a whole little spinning thing of old Disneyland tickets here. Check that out. This was a B ticket. So for a B ticket, you could go on Alice in Wonderland, Casey Jr., motorboats, the shooting gallery. So far, what I think is really cool about the store, especially because it's so close to my home in Winter Garden, I think this is definitely something you could come to every weekend, almost like your weekend's farmer's market, because they're constantly getting new stuff. They did let me know they do accept collections. So if you ever had anything you wanted to sell, they said, please don't come on the weekends, but they definitely will check out your items and see if they want to buy them. So there is a constant recurring of new magic happening here. So I cannot wait for this to just be a part of my regular life now. And I'm sure I'm not gonna be able to see everything today because even though it's a little small place, it definitely can be a little overwhelming seeing everything you love in one spot. But we're still moseying along. There's another huge room that we didn't even get to yet. And we are heading towards the bigger room now, but just in the hallway here, I wanted to show you some items. This is very unique, and at first, I didn't really recognize it, and you might not either, but check out what it is. It was a part of the Jingle Jungle Parade. If you guys remember, Animal Kingdom used to have a parade. I went to it all the time when I was a little kid, and this was like a little Jack-in-the-Box that was on top of one of the parade floats. That is really, really cool. They do even have some old VHSs here. I love the old shell cases. I collect these as well, but I truthfully have a lot of them. Wait, hold on. I do not have Secret Garden though, but that's technically WB. But I have a lot of these movies. Do I have Rescuers? I don't know. I might have to get Rescuers. I'm not sure if I have it. But yeah, these old shell cases are definitely something that I cherish, and I love that they have an actual display case for them. Right behind the little VH stack here, of course, I have to show you some of my Polynesian love. Look at this Polynesian mirror with the 2 lamps for the side. I need this, you guys. And I'm not sure what this Pirates of the Caribbean thing is, but it's like a huge banner with the Jack Sparrow skull on it. And below is another thing I actually do collect, which is records. And they have some old Disney ones here. I do have one similar to that. What is Mickey Mouse Splash Dance? That sounds fun. Yeah, all these are very, very cool. Pollyanna. I love Pollyanna. That is like one of my favorite Disney movies of all time. I feel like it's a very deep cut and not a lot of people know about it, but man, this was my whole childhood. Don't even skip over a little tiny basket when you see it like this, because look at some of the things that are in here. This is a Disney Quest 1998 premiere card. In case you don't remember, Disney Quest was like the giant arcade that used to be at Downtown Disney, which is now Disney Springs, and this is the card you would use to play all the games in there, and you could load it up with your money. And then even below it, check this out. This is Muppet Labs security clearance for Muppet Vision 3D. This is definitely going to be worth something one day because this whole attraction will pretty much be going away this year. We have some Disneyland Circus Fantasy signs, and this sign has definitely seen better days, but I still absolutely love it. It is a 2000s Epcot sign. What is this going for? $5.95. This is from 2014 and from Disney Tokyo. It was a part of their springtime parade costume, and it is just so fantastical. And I'm sure you guys recognize this. This, of course, is a park-used Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger spin vehicle. Very colorful, bringing back all the memories. And this is the final room, and definitely the biggest. It just has so much stuff in here. I'm gonna try to get through it as fast as I can, but without rushing, because I don't want to skip anything. The amount of old stuff I'm seeing is just really getting me all in the feels. This is a Pleasure Island poncho. If you guys remember, Pleasure Island was also at Downtown Disney. It was kind of like a club party area. I didn't even know they had ponchos, but it makes sense. You always need ponchos when you're in Florida. This one is not priced, and they definitely want you to ask for some assistance because check this out. This is an Epcot Imagination Institute hard hat. It was a part of the project crew of creating the Figment ride. Some more amazing Snow White stuff. I cannot get over the amount of Snow White stuff they have. This is just so perfect, especially with the new movie coming out. I'm sure a lot of this stuff will get grabbed up. And if you like going to the 100 Acre Wood, they have some stuff here for you. Even a little Winnie the Pooh tea set. Very unique item. Of course, you need a honey jar, don't you? They have 2 different types of honey jars here. And this is really, really neat. Check this out. It is a Winnie the Pooh ironing board and wallpaper. Just so random, like things that you wouldn't even think you could ever see. And I wish I could get all three of these. They're so unique. They're the All-Star Resorts lights. And if you're trying to recreate a whole All-Star Resort kitchen or house, they even have the All-Star tables right here. Pretty good condition too, not too many scratches on them. And those are going for 75 bucks a piece. And you can even add the little wooden hanger to your All-Star collection here. I do remember hanging my bags, my coats, and my wet bathing suits right in the resort on these little buttes. They also have some neat clothing options in here as well. Check out that Tokyo Disney Sea. It's like a little polo. And check out this little Mickey bowling tee. That is actually a really, really cool little shirt. Marketing bowling pinheads. Oh wow, this one is really cool. This is an old Test Track little polo. That is neat. This is the one that you want though. This is a Disneyland Autopia project team from the 2000s, like a little denim jacket. If you look all the way up here, you can kind of see a little train, and it happens to say Fort Wilderness RR on there. So Fort Wilderness Railroad. This is actually made by a guest, and I'm pretty sure I've seen it before over at Fort Wilderness. They use this whole prop to put on top of their golf cart for the golf cart parade. So I'm sure they had to be the winner. That is incredible. Now I am seeing a few other things that I also have in my collection. They have an Epcot Center grand opening dedication ticket. And this little one you can get for about $65. And I'm not even sure if I can get these two guys in the shot. And yes, they are for sale still, but these were Animal Kingdom Lodge holiday decorations. You can see they have little lights on them, so they like lit up all in the lobby. They are absolutely stunning, even if you do not turn the lights on. And then right next to them, this is really cute too, they have a little mama bear and two cubs. This was also a holiday decoration, but over at Wilderness Lodge, and I remember seeing this and like taking a picture next to it. That is so cute with the little cubs. I just also want to point out, if you can't hear it because I'm wearing the microphone, they are playing Disney music in here. It is like making me feel like I'm on vacation and shopping for Disney stuff, but like some of my favorite Disney stuff. If you are a Disney collector, I am telling you, making a little tiny trip to Oakland, Florida, right by Winter Garden, you will not be disappointed. And I know this is going to be, like I said, a weekly occurrence for me, but I have to like try to find at least one thing to buy today. I can't leave the store empty-handed, but it's going to be hard to decide what I'm going to get. And this is not an original item, but I still think it's cool enough to show. It is a fan-made costume. So it's supposed to be from the Lion King show that's at Animal Kingdom. It is very well made. It looks just like the originals. Okay, this is so cool. It's so unassuming. I almost walked by it, but then I was like, oh, the blue is kind of interesting to me. What is it? You pull it out. It is a General Electric's Mickey Mouse record player. Look at this. It says, hi kids. Even like the little arm here with the needle is like Mickey's glove. I'm not sure if it's in working condition, but man, is it beautiful. And it is going for $45. They have another one here too I want to check out. It looks like little Pluto. Is it a record player though? Yes. Oh, it's Pluto. And the little thing is a dog bone. The little needle's a dog bone. Wow. I just have to show you guys one final thing here. This is one of the old Fort Wilderness prints that used to be in the old cabins. You can see it right there. So this was what was in the bedroom in the cabins. And then they, of course, have the classic Bambi and Thumper print. This used to be right by the bathrooms in the cabins as well. And another Polynesian item here. This was the first original design for the Maui that you see in the Polynesian lobby here. We call it a maquette. Yes, it's technically called a maquette, but this is what the Imagineers would have built to show. And you guys know, right, when you walk in and it has all the flowers here and he's holding a lei. This is fantastic. I barely made it out of there, you guys. I didn't even want to leave because I felt like there was so much that I was missing. So I definitely want to go back there very, very soon. Well, not very soon. I want to give them some time to get some new stuff. And I also wanted to let you know they are going to be having to get a new roof. So they said probably the last 2 weeks of March, they're going to be closed. They're not sure on the dates because they're waiting for the contractor. So they have a Facebook and an Instagram, and they said they would put all the information on there for you guys to find out their closure dates. So this was kind of just like a soft opening before their grand big opening, but I'm so happy we got in there before they shut. And of course, you guys know I couldn't leave without getting stuff. I only got some tiny stuff because I want to be able to go back and look at everything without filming and bringing you guys along, so I can really decide what brings me joy and what I need. So I just got a few things under 12 bucks, all the old clamshell case movies that I told you about that I collect and love. So I ended up getting the Rescuers because I'm pretty sure I do not have this one. Hopefully I don't. If not, I have doubles. Then I went with Ichabod Crane. If you guys don't know, this is a classic movie, very Halloween vibes about the Headless Horseman. And then I had to go with Mr. Walt and the Reluctant Dragon. This is a very cool VHS find I can add to my collection.
I missed you, buddy. I stopped at the store and I got you a little present too, since Mom did some shopping. I stopped at the little pet store and Dasher loves these like little rubber balls. Oh, buddy, what is it? Oh, you're gonna sit and be a good boy? Can you shake? Good shake. Ready? Go! Do you love it? Oh, he's taking it on the carpet with his other toys. Yeah, bud, you deserved it, because Mom did a little shopping today, too. Dasher had said it had been a while since he saw you guys, so he wanted to give you... Yeah, you got too excited. You burped a little bit. He wanted to say hello to you guys, and we're just going to have a fun rest of the day. Maybe put on one of those little VHSs I bought, right, bud? Make sure you're subscribed, and peace, love, and positivity, and all the good things. Love you guys. Bye. You want the ball? Oh my gosh. Get it.